Hi, and welcome back to my channel, Quest for Faith with Brian. And here on this channel, we try to break down the Catholic faith from a newcomer's perspective. So today, we're going to be talking about Christmas. And this is just kind of a quick guide for new Catholics. So if you're new to the Catholic faith and this is going to be your first Catholic Christmas, what are you going to see? What's going to be happening that you're probably already noticing difference because it's only a week, it's less than a week away from Christmas. So, um, anyways, that's what we're going to be covering today. Please like, share, and subscribe this video. Uh, and I really appreciate everyone that's been subscribing. We are this close to 1,000 subscribers, which just it blows my mind, and I'm completely humbled that that people subscribe to my channel and want to hear what I'm saying, what I have to say. So thank you very much for all those that subscribe to my channel and watch my videos regularly. I really, really appreciate it. So without further ado, let's dive into it. All right, so it is Christmas, and I'll put a link, or the video might be there. I think it's going to be there, or it could be over there. To the video I did last year comparing my Protestant Christmas versus my Catholic Christmas and how it differs. Um, so if you want to watch that one, you can. But this one's really geared towards you, y'all that are just joining the Catholic Church. So this might be your first Christmas as a Catholic. And one of the first things I'd be completely remiss to talk about is Advent. So, as if you are a mainline Protestant, Methodist, Lutheran, Anglican, any of those, you're going to have Advent. You're going to have a liturgical calendar. But the main driver around our seasons within the church is our liturgical calendar, and Advent is the start of the new year in the church. And so it's 4 weeks leading up into Christmas. We're really it's a period of time of preparation for the celebration of Jesus at Christmas and also preparing ourselves for the second coming of Christ. And Advent comes from Adventus, which is Latin, which means coming. So it's significant. The coming of Christ is the reason for the season, obviously. But for me, growing up, I never celebrated Advent, and I've even seen a few YouTubers um, that are Bible Protestant, whatever, will have an Advent calendar, but they'll call it their Christmas calendar because we don't say Advent because we're Christians. Literally saw a lady say that. It blows my mind, but it's the way it is. So you might not be used to Advent. And you'll notice that the vestments change that the priests wear. We'll have the third Sunday of Advent where they're going to be wearing rose. It's not pink. They'll be wearing rose colored vestments. And so a lot of Catholic families and some mainline Protestant families will do Advent devotionals. So my family, we have an Advent wreath at our house that we sit around and light up the candles, and we'll do a quick devotional, an Advent devotional. And then this year we're praying the Divine Mercy Chaplet every night as a family. Um, Last year we did the Rosary every night. So it just kind of all depends, and you can make it special or adapt it to whatever your family needs. So, um, but that's one thing that was new to me for sure, and the seriousness of Advent was definitely a step up once yeah, that first Christmas, even when I was in RCIA, we really did a big emphasis on Advent, which we should as Catholics. One of the second things you're going to notice, and you'll hear this if you're on Twitter, you'll hear that even some really traditional Catholics will not say Merry Christmas until Christmas Day, because the Christmas season technically starts on December 25th and goes through Epiphany Sunday, which this year in 2023 is going to be January 8th. So we technically have 14 days of Christmas, which is phenomenal. Normally it's around 12, which that's where you get that in the 12 days of Christmas, my true love gave to me. That's where you get that song from. So it's actually based on a liturgical calendar, not just a number of gifts. So I always loved that. When I figured that, I was like, oh, that makes sense. I never understood the 12 days. Okay, I get it now. But there's a lot going on in the month of December in the church, and then early part of January too. And one of the things that you'll notice, let's kind of back up just slightly in Advent, but we'll have the holy that we had on December 8th this year. The Immaculate Conception of the Blessed Virgin Mary was a holy day of obligation on December 8th. So you have that during Advent. You have the feast day of Our Lady of Guadalupe on the 12th. You'll have you'll have a feast of Saint John on the Cross. There's just so many things that are going on during the Advent season. And then on December 25th, Christmas morning, is the Nativity of our Lord. And it's pretty interesting because what you'll find is that Catholics don't put baby Jesus in their nativity manger until Christmas Day. That Christmas mass, they will bring baby Jesus out and set him in the manger. Um, that was a new thing for me. So look forward to that on your if you go to Christmas Eve mass or you go to Christmas Day mass, whichever one you end up going to, or midnight mass. Um, if you're like me and you got little ones, you're probably not going to midnight mass. But it is the way it is. So that's the start of Christmas. And you get to celebrate Christmas all the way through January 8th. So if you're like me and you're still putting your tree up the day after Thanksgiving, and so you get to have it up last week of last few days of November, all the way through December, and then up until Epiphany Sunday. I'll take my Christmas trees and lights down after that. So it's just an extended holiday, which is great because as a Protestant, I would take my Christmas tree stuff down really the day after Christmas, maybe the next day. It would be that week I would take it down, depending on what we had going on. But there's a lot of days that are going to be coming up when we were talking about the Christmas season. So the Sunday after Christmas is going to be the Solemnity of Mary and the Holy Mother of God. So that's the Sunday. That'll be January 1st this year. We'll have just there's so much going on. I'm looking through the calendar here, um, and it's just a time to get together with your family and celebrate the coming of Christ, preparing ourselves for the second coming of Christ. And there's some other cool things you can do. Like I'm going to put a link in the description below to this, but they're from the U.S. Catholic Bishops Conference. But there's Christmas tree blessings you can do, Christmas wreath blessings you can do. It's traditional to bless your home on the Epiphany of our Lord, which is the end of the Christmas season. And that's going to be on January 8th this year. So there is a lot of little things that are going to be happening that they're not little, but you know what I mean. They're going to be happening during this upcoming Christmas season that if you're new to the Catholic Church, you're not going to have a clue about any of this stuff. So my recommendation is to either do your own little research, look on a few Catholic websites, but probably your best source is to start making friends with your cradle Catholics, especially since you're new. Cradle Catholics love converts, love hearing about your conversion story and why you decided to join the Catholic Church. Get to know them and ask them, hey, what's some Catholic traditions that we should look at doing? What did your family do growing up? And you can add things to your Christmas season, because it is a great time of the year. It's the start of our liturgical calendar for the new year, and it's just a time of joy and blessings and thanksgiving, and really reflecting on ourselves to help prepare ourselves for the coming of Christ. So, like I said, this isn't a very long video. I just wanted y'all to know that if you're new to the Catholic faith, you're gonna notice some different things. And you'll even notice that most Catholic churches don't even decorate for Christmas until the Christmas Eve service, where I know a lot of Protestant service churches, the ones I went to, would already be decked out. On the I'm thinking more Methodist here, would already be completely decked out after Thanksgiving. And that ain't gonna happen in most Catholic churches until Christmas Eve. So if you're a cradle Catholic watching this, throw some suggestions in the comments, please, for us converts that are still learning this whole Catholic thing, because there's so much there that I didn't even touch on that you could be doing and participating in and living your faith throughout this Advent and Christmas season. So that's it for today. Again, thank you guys so much for watching and for subscribing to my channel. I cannot believe we're coming up on 1,000 subscribers. It absolutely blows my mind. And it's very humbling, and I feel just blessed to be able to have this channel and to reach all y'all through the power of the internet. So just thank you very much. If you're new to this channel, why don't you subscribe? Help me out. Help me get over 1,000. Go and watch a bunch of my old videos. I think this is my 54th video, so I've done one or two on various Catholic topics, but that's my pitch. So, but thank you guys. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and God bless y'all. All right, I'll talk to y'all later.